So, there's been a lot of videos lately by great YouTubers like Hidden Xperia and Halo Canon, basically covering Halo lore, or more specifically the backgrounds of different Spartan teams like Blue Team, Master Chief's team, as well as Fireteam Osiris from Halo 5, which includes Spartan Luck, and Buck from Halo 3 ODST. And overall, they do a great job talking about like the lore and background to all these characters, and they even cover a lot of obscure Spartan teams like Grey Team, which I personally never even heard about. But there's one Spartan that everyone has forgotten about, and that is Spartan Nicole 458, who currently resides on the UNSC Nassau station. So, who is Spartan Nicole 458, and why is she being referred to as the Forgotten Spartan? Well, I'm referring to her as that because she's literally forgotten by the Halo community as largely forgotten, except by a few people. But basically, Spartan Nicole 458, she does appear in a game, just not a Halo game, and that game is Dead or Alive 4, which was a fighting game on the Xbox 360, developed by Team Ninja. If that sounds familiar to you, that's because Team Ninja were the ones that licensed Bungie the Hayabusa armor design for use in Halo 3, as well as the Katana sword, because that comes from a character called Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, who also makes an appearance in Dead or Alive 4. In fact, I'm going to pit Nicole 458 against Ryu Hayabusa right now. So, while that happens, basically, in Dead or Alive 4, Nicole 458 appears as a character that you can unlock by finishing the stories for all the other characters in the game. And once she's unlocked, you can pretty much pit her against any other character in the game, such as Ryu Hayabusa here. And in addition to simply unlocking Nicole, you also unlock the map that comes with her, which is the Nassau Station map. The Nassau Station map is basically, looks just like Cairo Station actually. But anyways, while the fight begins, let's talk about who Nicole 458 is. So, like any other Spartan, at age 6, she was abducted by Oni and conscripted into the Spartan 2 program. But before that, Nicole was born in the year 2531 in the city of New Legaspi on Mars. So she is a Martian. And, after she was kidnapped, she became a Class 2 Spartan 2, to be specific. Master Chief was a Class 1 Spartan 2. I actually do not know the full difference of the Class 1 and Class 2 Spartans, but, that's basically what she is. So, how does she get into Dead or Alive 4? And how exactly is that canon? Well, it was actually canon confirmed by Bungie, despite what some people may think. It is totally canon, except for a few things, which I will get to later. But basically, she and the station she's on, Nassau Station, they are here in the 21st century because during the Battle of Earth during the events of Halo 2, when the Covenant were attacking, a UNSC stealth ship called the Apocalypso was carrying a Forerunner artifact when something, it went totally haywire, and it caused like a freak slip space anomaly. And it was close enough to the Nassau station that it basically created like a semi-stable time bubble around the ship and Nassau station. And this time bubble basically dragged the entire station back to the 21st century during the events of Dead or Alive 4. Now, the time bubble, it's not permanent, so eventually it will collapse, and when that happens, the whole station will return back to the current time. But until then, Nicole 458 is trapped in the 21st century, and according to Canon, she is basically guarding the station's secrets with anything but lethal force, because she realizes that if she kills someone in the past, well, that wouldn't be good for the future. So basically, she's just waiting for the bubble to collapse to return to the year 2552. And that is basically all that is canon, according to Bungie. Basically, all this other stuff with her fighting other characters, you know, other characters on the station and that kind of stuff, that specifically is not canon. But her being sent back to the past, to the 21st century, aboard Nassau Station, is the canon part. So, a little background to Nicole 458. You know, she does have a few interesting things about her. Some basic things about her is, in addition to, you know, being born on Mars, her exact birthday was December 19th, 2531. And she's currently 21 years old. Well, as of the year 2552. I forgot what the current year is in Halo 5 now, which is the current time. But as of 2552, she was 21 years old. Her blood type is type O. She's obviously a female human. She is 6'8" in height and 7'2" in her armor. And while in her armor, she weighs 980 pounds. She's also some more personal stuff. She enjoys watching anime and competing in competitive shooting as her hobbies. And she's also of Filipino descent. And through that, her favorite food is a food called Halo Halo, which is actually a real food in real life. It's like a Filipino dish. I mean, it's obviously meant to be a reference to Halo, but you know, it just happens to be like a real food. And in the game, in Dead or Alive 4, her voice actor is called Lissa Brown. So, you know, that's some basic information about her. But beyond that, there's not really much else known about her. She never appears in any Halo game at all. Actually, she never appears in any game after this. Nor is she ever mentioned again in any Halo books. You know, or any of 343's canon in general. So, you know, as far as most people are concerned, she is literally forgotten about. But she does exist in Halo canon and in Halo lore. She is in Bungie's Halo Bible, which I assume 343 is using now. So, she is real. She is an actual Spartan 2. And she, as far as the UNSC is concerned, she actually is missing in action. But just in another time in the 21st century.
That is how you hit like a girl.
Now, in the real world, during the development of Dead or Alive 4, Team Ninja, the developers of Dead or Alive 4, they reached out to Bungie and asked if they could include Master Chief as a guest character in Dead or Alive 4. However, Bungie said that was impossible because that would not follow canon, and you know, there's like a lot of restrictions to the storyline, because if Master Chief disappeared during Halo 2, you know, Halo 3 just wouldn't work out. So instead, Bungie created a new character because they wanted to keep it canon. So they wanted to like have it fit the story and the Halo timeline and everything. So that's how Nicole 458 was conceived. And basically, to help Team Ninja work on this, they basically sent like all of Halo 2's assets, like, you know, 3D models and textures for them to use, and they did actually upgraded the textures a little bit. Because if you look closely, keep in mind that this game came out before Halo 3, so these Spartan models are actually really good, you know, in comparison to Halo 2. Even though they are based on the Halo 2 Spartan models, they are upgraded. You know, they look a little more gritty and, you know, more higher res in general. So Bungie did upgrade the Halo 2 models a little bit just for Team Ninja, and they also helped develop the fighting moves for Nicole based on what an actual Spartan would use in a fight. And as you'll see during some of the fight scenes that I've been showing so far, Nicole also has certain moves that are, like, you know, definitely from Halo. You know, like throwing a plasma grenade, sticking them and then tossing them away. which actually kind of became an assassination in Halo 5. So I don't know that's where it came from, but you know it's reminiscent of it, or rather the Halo 5 assassination is reminiscent of this. Another taunt that you can use as Nicole in this game is, you know, you can activate active camo and then fight as like an invisible Spartan for just a little bit, which is actually pretty cool. So, you know, they have a lot of Halo features added to this game just for Nicole. And later in turn, you know, Team Ninja let Bungie use Hayabusa armor in Halo 3, which I hope they let them use them again for Halo 5 or you know future Halo games, because I would like to see the Hayabusa armor come back with the katana sword as well. But yeah, so this is basically the story of Nicole 458. You know, she also has a couple costumes or different armor variants in Dead or Alive 4, which you see now with the red and blue variants, and you can actually pit the two against each other for a little red versus blue action. But some other interesting things that you might like is that her fighting moves in the game, they all have names, and they're basically named after stuff from the Halo series. Like certain attack moves are called the Great Journey, or like another move is called the Grunt Punt. You know, basically all Halo references. But yeah, so Nicole 458, the Forgotten Spartan, is hopefully remembered once again by everybody. And, you know, who knows, maybe one day 343 will let her come back into the Halo series. I think that'd be pretty cool if she were to make an appearance once again. Because, like I said, she definitely is canon, and despite that, she's totally been forgotten, and I haven't seen any other Halo YouTubers who work with Halo canon, you know, tackle her or probably even remembered her. Because she is a really obscure Spartan, but I think she's like a pretty cool Spartan in general, and you know, right up there with Master Chief. So hopefully we will see her again. But in the meantime, you know, spread the word about Nicole and make sure people remember her, and maybe we'll get to see her again in the future. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, you know, leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. You know, I don't really do much Halo lore videos, but if you'd like to see me, you know, maybe tackle some stuff like this, some more obscure stuff, I could definitely, you know, give it my best and give it a shot. Just let me know in the comments. And, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, because I've got a lot of other cool videos coming out soon, so I can't wait to share it with you. So, you know, looking forward to that. So until then, stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time.